Welcome back, students. In the previous two lectures, we understood about the concepts of data modeling and the types of relationships that are being used when creating a data model or a database schema. Now, the screen that is shown to you here, I have already loaded the hospital management dataset, which we used in the second video of data source connection. I have imported this database directly into my Power BI by following the same steps. You can always go back to the lectures of connecting data sources with MySQL and review it that how I have imported these different tables like the doctor, lab tests, patient admission details, and total bill columns, tables into this Power BI. Now, whenever we import multiple tables into Power BI, what Power BI do is it automatically detects the relationship that exists between different tables and create the connections. So now in this case, you can see that all of the six columns are connected with each other. But in order to show you that how we can create a data model if the Power BI doesn't create the connections or the relationships automatically. So what we will do is we will delete these relationship one by one and we will recreate them just for the purpose of demonstration. I have deleted these two relationships. Now what you need to do is you can see that here I have the patient ID column and here I have the patient ID column. Hence I can create a one-on-one relationship with between the doctor and the lab test column. So what I will do is I will click it, drag it and drop it to the patient column. So you can see it will create a one-on-one connection. It automatically detects that what connection needs to be here, whether it needs to be one-to-one connection or it needs to be one-to-many or many-to-many. Similarly, uh, this patient column can be connected with the lab test column based on the patient ID column. So it automatically, you see here we have one, here we have one. This means there is a one-on-one connection between lab test and the patients. Similarly, if we delete this, for example, and I want to recreate it, so this needs to be created based on the doctor ID column. I will drag it and drop it to the doctor ID. You will see that it automatically creates one-to-many relationship in this case. So this is how you create a data model. Now, a data model is basically created based on the schema of your database. Whenever we have such a database where we have multiple columns involved, there is always a database schema. So based on the database schema, you need to create a data model into the Power BI just by following the steps I have told you. You need to establish relationships between two columns. Apart from this, let me remove this again here, and I will show you another method of how to create the relationship. Now I want to create a relationship between doctor and the lab tests. What I can do is I can go to the manage relationship section. I will see I want to create a new connection. For example, I will select the column I want, like the doctor column with the lab tests column. One-to-one relationship cross filters is applied on both sides, and I can just click OK. You see they automatically detected that the relationship between these two columns will be created based on the patient ID, because this is the primary and foreign key. We haven't specified that the patient ID should be used, but the Power BI is intelligent enough to automatically detects that which column needs to be used for creating a relationship. Now if I convert this to one to many, I can do it. If I want to convert it to many to one, I can do it. Many to many, you see, if when I selected many to many, it gives me an error or a warning saying that this relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column patient ID and patient ID contains unique values. So it is giving us an error here, sorry, a warning here. So I will go with the one to one and click OK. And if I click close, you will see that the relationship is now created between doctor and the lab tests. So that's how you create a data model. This is all for this lecture. See you in the next lecture.